What's up, my loves? You guys asked for me to give a little bit more of, I guess, the personal stuff on here, so here we are. Something that popped into my head, a particular moment where I was terrified, I was confused, I was lost, and I had absolutely no one to talk to. Now, in order for you guys to understand where I'm coming from, I'm going to have to take you back. I was a shy, quirky mama's boy growing up. We didn't really, stay in one spot. We kind of lived in the fast life, We were everywhere. We were moving all the time. We were lucky to stay one place for a year. But I feel like that was because, my mom, well, I know that was because my mom was a single parent. She was a superwoman. Could you imagine having 4 kids? Very young, no degree. Yeah. But she was strong, outgoing. I remember I used to watch her get ready before she'd go out on a date or just go out to the club or an event or something, and I just remember I always found myself thinking she's so beautiful, and when she's around men, they're like putty in her hands, and I remember thinking I want that, but at the time I had women on the mind, so I was like, I want that. I want to feel attractive, I want to feel confident. And I don't know, I guess I kind of just wanted to be more like my mom. Anyway, I remember the first time I noticed men. My mom was married to this guy. We had just got stationed in Waiua, and I remember I'd gotten my first job at the food court on the military base, and they paid great, honestly. But one day I was working, and a guy approached in uniform. It was his military, and at the time I didn't realize, that he was hitting on me. Well, at least until the end of the conversation. He complimented my looks and that I must get lots of girls, and that was normal though. I'd had people tell me that before, but it kind of got weird because he I remember he brushed my arm, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. I didn't make a scene or anything, but I was just like, you guys gotta understand, at the time I hadn't even considered men an option. I didn't look at guys that way. I was heartbroken from the first love of my life, and yeah. So you gotta imagine, at the time I was really going through something. I think I was 19 or 20, and it sounds weird, but I was and was a lot in my 20s, searching for something. I didn't know what it was, well, at the time. Anyway, he asked me if I modeled, and at the time, in my teens, I had done a few things here and there, Men's Warehouse, a few fashion shows, some print work, and I just knew I was going to get signed to Wilhelmina. So he had hit the magic subject, and I was like, yeah, I dabble a little bit, and he was like, me too. And he whips out his phone, and he's showing me pictures on his phone, and he's sliding, and it flips over a nude. I was like, whoa. yeah, the conversation pretty much ended quickly after that. He tried to add me on, what was it, Facebook at the time. We swapped info. I remember I couldn't, like I felt weird, guys. I felt awkward. I was like, this is the first time a grown man, a guy has, you know, come on to me in that way. I'd never really seen, like, gay up close, you know. Anyway, I remember I made it through my shift. I'm tired. I get back home. I shower. I get in bed. And I'm just sitting there thinking about the whole thing. And honestly, I felt a little bit weird. I passed out and I woke up thinking about the same thing, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was aroused. And then those thoughts quickly went to, you know, disgust, and like, I felt like dirty or something. Yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about what I had seen, and I couldn't understand why I was all of a sudden, like, there's this new attraction, you know? I don't know. Anyway, after that, I soon later moved to Washington. My eyes were now not seeing in black and white. I'd been seeing in black and white for a majority of my life, and now I was seeing multicolor. Yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna go, guys. One last thing, my loves, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the comments.